Hey, Geeky Panda here, Brandon, guys, with another video. Now, it's only a few days away till PAX East 2017, and I'm going to be arriving there on Thursday to check into my hotel, so I cannot fucking wait. This is going to be an amazing experience again. But with this, I decided to make a tip video because there's a lot of people asking questions, and I figured, hey, this is my 4th PAX East, but overall for convention-wise, it's like my 20th plus convention I've attended. So here are a few tips that'll hopefully will make your PAX East experience much easier. First off, it is a line con experience. And when I mean line con, there's literally a line to get into a line to get into another line before you can actually start checking out some stuff. I really wish I was joking, but the first line is the security measure to get in. Now, they're in the main entrance area, they usually have a security checkpoint, metal detectors, tables, all that stuff to go through. It's tedious, but hey, after you go through that checkpoint, that's it. You are inside the building, my friend. With this, if you do have bags, it will take a little longer to go through because they are pretty somewhat, detailed into it, because they want to make sure safety in mind. With that though, just keep the, they usually still separate the line like, hey, here's a bag, go to this line if you have bags, go to this line if you don't have bags. So I know you want to stay with your friends, but at the same time, it gets pretty annoying, so just try to, we all got to go through this, so just make it easier on all of us. The queue line in the convention center before the Expo Hall opens up is a blast. It is an experience to be in because not only are you sitting or standing around with other gamers ready to go in and play, but it's just that experience being there of, sometimes people bring Cards Against Humanity, their 3DSs, there'll be like people like tossing beach volleyballs in there, just having fun, just getting pumped. And even the cookie brigade comes in and just like, hey, does anyone want a cookie? Donate money, get some cookies, win-win. With that though, when the Expo Hall does open up, it's gonna be even more lines because the popular games, the popular first and third party titles will have an average wait time of around 30 minutes to an hour. And sometimes the line is capped because it's extremely popular. With that though, if I recommend a game that you know you want to play, the game that you really want to play, wake up early, wait in that morning queue line, and just make a beeline to that station to at least have a better chance of playing it instead of, waiting in a long line then finally playing it, but you missed out a lot of stuff. With that though, also panels, popular panels will have an, I recommend if you want a good seat, and at least arriving an hour to 2 hours early just to get a good seat. If you don't mind getting a seat, you can arrive there a little sooner, well, a little later, but I reckon, but if it's really popular, you want to guarantee to get in, you gotta wait early. There's just no chance, you just gotta wait early. Now, with that, crowds, this convention is extremely crowded. I'm not even fucking joking here. When you go through the main entrance, the entrance to the Expo Hall right there is the most crowded because that's where all the first and third party developers will be, the major publishers, everything will be right there. The aisles are not that big, so it is literally, you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep going. If you stop in the middle of the aisle, an enforcer will come around and tell you to keep moving unless you are waiting in line on the side. It is that crowded, so be warned, it will get hot, it will get smelly, and if you don't react well to crowds, oh, it's not gonna be a fun day. Now the thing is though, the middle to back half of it is where the convention center opens up a bit more. It's more the indie dev area and all the other stuff going on, so you have a little bit more space to work with. But just that first front Expo Hall area, Now, food-wise, there is a food court there, though it is small. Like, there's your basic options. It is expensive, but you're waiting in a line. 50-50, you might be able to get a seat, but at the same time, you might just be sitting down eating food on the floor. Literally, I've done it a couple of times already. It is what it is. You can't help it because there's so many people there. With that though, there are like food cart stations with snacks and other meals all around the expo area. Food trucks do come, and I recommend checking that out as well. And also keep on you at least a few granola bars, some snacks, water, Gatorade or soda or like something. Also, hydrate. Drink water. Now, some of you may be asking, what about the free swag? Well, there's a lot. Well, I know that you want to like grab everything you want. Granted, you get some of them through just signing up with your email, playing the demo, or just picking it up. at first I was grabbing everything, and then now I'm becoming more selective. Like, oh, I'll be more interested in this free swag because 9 times out of 10 I'll actually play it or check it out more, or I'll just use it just as a giveaway for my YouTube channel. Remember, you come in with a lot of stuff going to the convention center, and you got to bring that stuff back home. So don't go overboard with the free swag if you don't have to. If you got a vehicle, then well, you can fill it up to the brim basically, but you know. Also, don't forget to check out the indie developer area. The indie devs that go there, they have some amazing stuff. Like sometimes those games got me more interested, and I had a lot of fun with it than from the games from major publishers, first party and third party developers. Last year I had fun with Bacon Man, Blade Ballet. I was checking out all these things, and the developer's always there, and it's more personable. It's more personal. It's like you get that real sense of community right there with the indie devs. And some of these games are awesome to check out. They also have stuff for board games, trading card games. There's a LAN center with a lot of computers that you can just, I got time. Just if you want to sit down and relax and play some PC games, they have that option. There's also like tons of other options out there, tons of other places to go and all that stuff. Like not everything is in the Expo Hall. The whole thing is an experience within its own right. Now the merchandise booth, a lot of stuff in the merchandise booth people like to go for. Specifically, I am a huge fan of the PAX East scarves. These things will go quickly, and I always try to get one every year, but there's always collectibles and exclusive stuff in the merch booth, but it will be a little pricey, it will be expensive, but if you're lucky, you'll get some really awesome merch. Now here are just a collection of just extra tips that I have here. First and foremost, if you're wondering about the internet connection there, the Wi-Fi, it sucks. Plain and simple, the internet fucking sucks. Yes, they advertise, hey, there's free Wi-Fi, but it sucks. You are literally better off using your data plan, and even then you're inside a building and it's made a lot of metal and concrete, so it's gonna suck regardless. So don't rely on the internet if you don't have to. I also recommend bringing a USB charger for your cell phones because if you're just hoping for that thing to last all day, either you turn it off and save the battery life, or get a USB charger. Like for this one right here, I got this for free, good for one full charge for my iPhone. But this one right here, I bought it $10 on sale at Wally World, and it can do 4 to 5 full charges. So it's definitely recommended to have these just in case. If you want to stay connected with your friends, family, whatever, or look at the schedule on the app. Definitely have one of these babies on you. Also, if you're attending the whole weekend, I recommend your first day is to scout out the area, scout out all the locations, so the next day on Saturday and Sunday, exactly where to go, what time, just beeline it basically. Because again, like treat your first day as just exploring. If you're only going for one day, just try to get as much stuff in as you can. Just really enjoy yourself there. I shouldn't really say this, but everyone knows, yet still, personal hygiene. Seriously, even the Twitch booth last year had freaking deodorant bars to give out. They know what's up. Please, for the love of fucking God, take a shower, use deodorant with it, brush your teeth. Don't just blast yourself with Axe and thinking you took a shower. Now the shit's going on my camera. It's like, I should have probably sprayed it that way, but seriously, wash yourself. If you have a fucking hotel room, there should be no fucking reason not to take a shower. Okay. Also, I recommend, if needed, take quick 10 to 15 minute sit-down breaks. You're going to be on your feet all day, and to some people, it's going to be a lot of energy. Also, it gets very hot, so you're going to be sweating a bit. So just take easy 10 to 15 minute breaks. Go to the bathroom, though. They will be crowded, but there are, just on top of the regular bathrooms, gendered bathrooms as well. But just they're spread out throughout the convention center, so you really got to check your map to see exactly where they are. But just get off your feet for 5 to 10 minutes or 15 tops, have some water, eat a granola bar, just relax. The convention ain't going nowhere. You can relax for 10 minutes at least. It will help you out a lot. And also, some of you might be saying, oh, what about lanyards? Don't worry, because I know you got your badges and you're like, well, was there lanyards there? Yes, main entrance, big old box, just pick it up. I got my lanyards here. Like, this is PAX East 2000. Oh my God, this is 2012. This is my first PAX East right here. This is my. Oh wow, this is taking me back. But there are tons of lanyards that they give out to you. So lanyard-wise, don't worry about it. Also, just to remember, even though some of this might be duh or really basic, don't forget bring your medication. If you really need to take your medication, please bring it. Granted, you'll be like, oh, I'll just take it after I get back to the hotel room. Believe me, just please, if you need to take any prescription meds, bring it with you. Take them. There doesn't need to be any unnecessary medical issues which requires you to go to the hospital. Now, there should be EMTs on site if you do experience any medical problems. So, stay safe. Also, another tip here, traveling to the convention center. Now, a lot of people are going to be walking. The lucky few will be right there at the West End Hotel, which you don't even have to go outside. You are just right there connected to it. But for people like me, we have to walk there outside, braving the New England weather. But the thing is here is it's cold. It's still cold here in the East Coast. I'm not even going to lie. So if you're coming in from like Florida or down south up here, oh yeah, it's going to be cold. Also, there's going to be something called a wind tunnel effect because we are in a city. And what that means is when the wind blows at all the buildings and stuff, it creates kind of like a tunnel effect where you're going to feel it a lot more. Now, there is conflicting weather-related things of, it said originally it was going to snow on the weekend, now it's going to rain. I'm going to tell you this, people. This is New England. We don't trust the weatherman at all because shit changes 5 minutes later. I am dead serious. Wait 5 minutes, it will change. It is a norm, basically. So make sure you dress up warm. It should be around 40 to 50 degrees, but dress up reasonably warm if you are walking outside. Also, it might rain, so have a poncho on you or an umbrella just in case. Also, there will be cabs and Ubers on site. Literally at the main entrance, they are like camping there, basically. So you could easily come out, flag a taxi or a cab or an Uber, and just go where you need to go. Alright, and that is going to be it for today here, folks. Hopefully these tips will serve you guys well. Again, this is going to be my 4th PAX East this year, and I plan on doing a lot of stuff, recording for my YouTube channel, checking some things out, playing some games. I'm also live streaming from the convention center, 2:30 p.m. I'll be on Twitch, live streaming. I'll be playing Rainbow Six Siege in my Rainbow Six Siege cosplay, so make sure you check it out. Again, it's a lot of things are going to be thrown at you, but just enjoy the convention, have fun, experience it, Some people prefer experience it for their day, others prefer the whole weekend. Just have as much fun as you can because this is literally, because it's so popular, like a rare experience to to feel and go through. So enjoy it, make the most of it, please. With that though, I'm going to be heading out. That's it for today here, folks. If you got any tips about PAX East or if you're going, post it down there in the comment box. Also, don't forget to hit that like, don't forget to subscribe. This is Geeky Man here. I'm out. Stay geeky, my friends.